Hey everyone, it says how to think like a Neanderthal, but it wasn't even like a practical book. It was more, of course, theoretical. And even at that, it was really just a theory. Like, we really don't know what Neanderthals are like. Like, we really do, but we really don't. So, we can go into first, I would say the most important component of Neanderthals, and that's their brain. And their brain was supposedly 10 times, 10 times a lot, 10% bigger than ours. And I would say overall, it had the same volume in the prefrontal cortex, but the parietal lobes were a little less smaller. So, in the parietal lobes, that has to do with like feeling. Like you feel and perceive, and what did it say? Like spatial movements and other things that just have to do with like your body. So it's like maybe they could have been like us. Maybe. Like we know that they got mad and that they fought. So with each other too. So like maybe they could have had theory of mind. Like this is basically what they were saying. Like they got like if there was violence, then maybe they could have got sad. The losing side. Yeah, maybe they could have got sad. Like they didn't. They seen that they didn't trade with other tribes, like other Neanderthalic tribes. So maybe they have xenophobia. Maybe they're afraid of other people. And along those lines, maybe they didn't have language. Or maybe they did have language, but they only communicated with people they knew. Like, you see, that was just like a lot of maybes. But Neanderthals, you can see one in the picture right here. They're like us, a little bit smaller than us. The average weight was roughly like 180 to 200 pounds. And they were hunters and gatherers, of course. And they were like more muscular. And this is like gene wise, because like everyone was muscular. They're hunter and gatherers, as I said. And they ate a lot of food and a lot of meat. Because like they would just, their caloric requirements were at least 3,000 a day. 3,000 to 5,500. And that's a lot. Just to maintain your body weight, 5,500 calories a day. Like they were eating a lot of food, and like since meat was their main thing, and meat doesn't have a lot of calories. Well, it depends, how much fat is in it and things like that. I don't know how they cooked it well on fire, but I'm not sure what else they did to it. But you know, like that could take a lot of food. That could take a lot of food, and then to get that every day. So like, they talked about how when they were kids, like most of them were starving. So Neanderthals, it was like humans but worse, and we're not evolved from Neanderthals, but they're like a whole different branch. So literally, think about cousin. Like how people say chimpanzee's cousin. This could be our half brother. Cause I'm pretty sure it said like 99.8% of genes are our DNA is like similar, 99.86. So we're similar, but we're just different. Like we are more intricate, you could say, or maybe we're more irrational. As we learned from the past books, humans they're so rational, they're irrational. So like Neanderthals, they were just worse than us. Like I could say that flat out. Now they weren't like necessarily dumb, but like they found things out, but they just didn't evolve much from that. Like they didn't learn much more, like from the spears. Like they found out how to make spears that stick on a stick, or how to put a stone in a stick. But then like that was it. Like that was it. So that's highly unfortunate. But maybe that's the most that they could do. And lastly, I wanted to close off how to think like a Neanderthal with the like the dead aspect, and they were seen to bury their dead. I feel like this is roughly important because it has to do with like respect, love, and maybe even religion. Bro, Neanderthals might have been religious. I was, and I don't know if that's a big deal or not, in all honesty, but like Neanderthals, there are some cases where they buried their dead, and it wasn't like a proper burial. Like they put them 6 feet. It was more like 10 inches in the ground. So like, oh, here you go, just go in there, and their whole body wasn't even under it. Like part of their head was still coming out. So I don't know what like exactly they were thinking. Like if they were trying to do it for respect, scare someone. And they did this in one of their caves too, because of course they weren't necessarily cavemen, but some did live in caves, and that's really I'll say that's really most of the things about Neanderthals. They were like less than humans. They fought a lot. They were scared, either scared or very rambunctious. One of the two. And I don't know. I don't know if Neanderthals would make a good human. It's just like, I mean, we don't know their personality. That's really the main thing that they didn't know. Like maybe, but this was how to think like a Neanderthal.